All right. I think we're coming back. Anybody out there? Oh, I think we have an image. Okay, that was a self-inflicted wound. Sorry about that. We won't be messing with the software anymore now that we're up. But guess I lost my train of thought at this point. That was rough. Seems like I'm getting worse at this. So I guess if it's not bad enough that our stream is awful, we have to contend with my mistakes. Um, we're back. Yes, we're back. Man, thanks for hanging in there. Hey, producer 717. I hope you hit the subscribe, then hit the like, then hit the bell, and then maybe drop me a cup of coffee. Um, so again, we saw a neutral to a bullish bias on the market, and that's we're going to how we're going to approach the market today. Uh, we'll probably get a decent trade, get on a breakout or something early in the day, and then the day's going to fade off. The evenings could show a little action. Nobody really likes to hold their positions overnight, so we may have a little fun in the evening. But we just have to take what the market presents us, and we'll see what's. So okay, so my bad. So we know that Dave's not going to be distracted anymore by software and other little activities while the channel is up. We're going to focus on getting people up and running and making money, and stop toying with everything else. See, that's the good thing about being self-employed. Boss. Now, imagine if I threw in mix the fact that I was offshore. Forget about it. You guys have to have patience like saints hanging out with me. So, any questions? And I see that we're still intermittent. It looks like we're still going out as far as internet connection shows. Looks like we're chopping right now. And I did everything I could to take some of the burden off of the computer, but I guess it's just not enough. But we have a whole weekend to work on this weekend and see how it goes. So we don't have a lot of people here. Where's Anthony? He's probably sleeping. Any questions about what I showed you yesterday with the good points and trends? I mean, that's all pretty simple stuff. And today we're going to look at support and resistance. The head and shoulders. Well, you know what? I'll point that out as they develop the market, but I do have an agenda where I'm going to show you all of the trading patterns. And like I said, I could make recording clips, which I was successful doing that today. We'll clean them up and I'll drop back there. And this way you don't have to scan throughout, and you'll be able to go right to everything is broken up in segments. Last night's is just titled point figures, trend and compression. And you can do that much as many times as you like. Yeah, you're buffering. Yeah, I can see I'm getting an indication that my stream is poor. Yeah, I really have to resolve that. I mean, how many people really want to listen to this rhetoric in a sense? But I mean, there's intellect equipment over here. I don't even know if I'll be back. We didn't have this Monday and Tuesday. This was a problem. Wednesday we dealt with OBS conflicting with my charting software Wednesday, and Thursday was what was this today? And looks like I'm saying okay. So don't mind repeating myself. If you guys want me to, just let me know and I will do that. I'll repeat what I'm saying. I really have the least I could have. This is really into that issue. Um, it's really unfortunate. So these are the day charts that we're looking at right here. Actually, my 30-minute, 60-minute, and daily chart. And you know, that daily chart is just a doji minute right here. Ended on doji. The 3-minute ended on doji. So yeah, we just have to remain neutral timing and see what we could do with that. See if I can make sure a few more things are off here. Trying to close a few things down. How much time we have till the market opens? It's going to get real interesting when the market opens. Oh, we have an hour before the market open. All right. Maybe we can get a few things closed down and have a better experience. Everything's all nip here, right? You're not drawing that much data. And really, these are just the upload issues. Ah, some, look at that. It's not even cracked. It's just still chopping. Yeah, I could explain doji. Good. Thanks for the content. I'm just trying to shut a few things down so that you know, things aren't working in the background, and it might ease our burden a little bit. Um, I For some reason the computer didn't sign in. Okay, so we're looking at here. Okay, we're looking at the chart. All right. So if you see where my cursor is right here on the 6-minute chart, that bar right there, you see the body is really small, like an equal amount of size to the tails and the wick on that bar. That we call the doji, and it's telling us is it closed relatively close to where it opened, right? So again, how you read a candlestick is if the candlestick is red, that means the bar closed, the candle closed below the open. So let me expand this so that we could see it clearly. So on this red bar, it here's the open where the body begins, and here's the close where the body ends. So during the trading day, the bar or that trading hour, the market pushed up to the top of the wick, which is the high, indicates the high, and eventually pushed down to here to indicate the low, and then might have crawled back up and closed right there. So that's how the bar was formed. And because it's red, we know that it opened higher. So the top of the body is the open, and it closed lower. So the bottom of the body is the close. The body is not the wick or the tail. The wick and the tail, the top line being wick, the bottom line being tail, vertical line I'm talking about, those are the indications of the high for that hour and the low for that hour. So when it looks like, well, actually, let's just look at this bar where my crosshair is. And you can see that's green, so it closed higher than it opened. So that would tell us that the lower, it's hard for me to control the mouse, the lower part of the body is where that 6-minute bar opened. So that's where that 60-minute bar began. Um, and then it pushed all the way up, and created that high right there. And then it traded right back down. And when that hour ended, it closed right there. And subsequently, the bar to its right is the next hour, and it opened right there at the next hour, and then you push down. So understand the mechanics of the bar. So this doji that we're calling it opened right here, right where my vertical line is, and then did all this action to create the pretty much where it opened. That makes it doji. All right. So when you see a long tail where my vertical bar is now, when you see a long tail like this and a small body at the top, we call that a hammer. This is just a strong up bar. There's really no, there may be a Japanese name for it, but I don't know it. So that's what a doji is. And what it's indicating to me is neither the bears or the bulls won that bar. It's just right in the middle, and people are trying to figure out whether the market's going to move up or down. Your sound is breaking up. Yeah, man, I know. Yeah, if you read the title, yeah, Maxim, it's off the grid trading. So yeah, we make some concessions. We're gonna work a little bit this week and see if we can resolve some of that. And slowly try to make this a better experience for everybody. It doesn't always happen. We did have some good transmitting days, but apparently the past 2 days it's just been atrocious. And I've recycled my equipment, but doesn't seem to really help. It goes in and out. It seems like it's out more than in right now. Um, and it could be that there's not enough resource on this computer. That could be what the experience is. But or there may be a more reliable way to stream, or less resource intensive software. So yeah, I'm absolute newbie at YouTube. So if you have some patience, I'd appreciate it. Um, but we'll work it out, man. We'll make it happen, and hopefully the content it outweighs the aggravation or frustration. So we're looking at the markets right now, and CLOV is up in the pre-market 70 cents. Apple's only up 45 cents. Tesla's up $2. Amazon's up $2. So there's really not a whole lot going on. I just hope this doesn't all get worse once we start collecting data from the markets. Stream health is poor. Yeah, that's all I've been seeing. My stream health is poor. It was excellent for a while, and then it crashed. I mean, oh, okay. I'm even trying to remove extensions on browsers just so that it's not eating up bandwidth. But I don't know if that works. Hey, Zach, you just joining us or? Mercury's retro. Yeah. Oh man, I go through that all the time, and I hate when I see that in the calendar. And yet, you know what? I know there's a sense of mysticism to it, but I got to tell you that Mercury goes retrograde and my tech goes to hell. I've always seen that, and I remember when I was running the firm, I used to dread it, man, because I knew I'd be getting calls from all over the place, and you know we had what we call satellite offices, and oh look, I think I might have crashed even. That's working, but I can't get that to work. Oh my goodness gracious. Um, so I used to dread that was going on. I can't get off. We're still looking at that chart. I can't get off that chart. Okay, this is scary. Yeah, this is it. It may be even be a compound of error going on here. It may be yeah, limited resource and lousy internet connection. Um, so at least it gives us something to work out with. I mean, I have a chart here that's frozen on me. This poor little computer is just crying. But I think you're seeing the main page now, where there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on. So that's what it. Oh yeah, baby, we crashed. Oh look, but my stream is excellent. All right, so I'm not going to stop streaming, and let's see if we could just get everything up in the interim. Oh no, stream went back to poor. I don't know what this laptop. Maybe this weekend I'm going to shift everything onto this laptop. See, this is why I keep my trading software on another laptop. But even when I wasn't streaming, I did that because um, you know the charting software and everything is resource intensive and system. And I don't want to risk that I'm in a trade and something like that happens. Now this thing's only 4 gig. Oh my goodness. I am archaic. So my bad computer is probably my fastest computer. Okay. Oh, there she goes. All right, she's firing up. I think the streaming software and my charting software kind of conflict, and they're I've been here. Oh, good to hear. It's like Friday the 13th for 3 weeks straight. Um, thoughts on AMC? Um, give me a minute, and once I get that chart up, I'll take a look at it. But I mean, in theory, it's very difficult to look at it from a technical aspect because there are so many outside influences on it. As of yesterday, I'm not afraid of the stock. There was a bull flag, a daily bull flag on it, and it triggered and then it failed. But we know that there's a gap below that move up at 13. It's not uncommon for stocks to pull back and cover their gap. And actually, you know what? I could look at it off screen and kind of talk about it, and then maybe I could take it up with you. Um, Up a few percent after hours. Yeah, good. Where are we? So I'm looking off screen. I'm looking at a daily chart, and yeah, it's up $2 right now, which is encouraging. Um, so it looks okay. So below that bar of June 2nd, you can see there's a little gap. It gapped up right there. And it's not uncommon for stocks to pull back and fill in the gaps. So that's really what I feel is happening right here. The daily momentum is turned around and it's faded off, but again, that's logical. It's going to fill that gap. Uh, the and it's having a hard time filling that gap. So that's a good indication that people aren't backing away from this trade. It's just taking a natural consolidation and filling the gap. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it went down to 32 or so. Um, Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do that, Zach. And actually, you're right. I am going to do that. Actually, you can see how long it's taking, or it may have failed. How long it's taking for my trader software to get up. So at 32, I would look at it again and think it's probably a good place to add to your position if you're into that. I mean, obviously, you don't want to bet the ranch on AMC. I mean, it's an outlier. It's an exciting play, and squeeze plays are viable plays. They've happened all the time. This is not something new. But it's not an investment. Just keep that in mind. So anyway, don't be surprised if it hits 32.75. Don't be frightened if it hits 32.75. Think about if you want to lower your cost at that point, or if you're in it and you've already taken a little bit of profit off the table, that's fine, man. Play with the market's money. Leave it alone. Let it fill that gap, and then see where it goes from there. So I'm thinking we're still up and streaming. We just don't have anything really of any interest on the screen. Um, so Ange 1K, I hope that answers your question, man. If it did, hit the like. Although I'm not giving you a whole lot to like, but hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, then hit the road. No, I'm kidding. Stick around. See, it looks like we're getting some good stream, right? And I really don't know if the trading software is going to compromise that, or if the vendor just keeps dropping it a little bit, and the IP provider, the internet, the IP guy, is really not all that reliable. So this is click more detail on Task Manager. Yeah, I'm trying not to well, I guess, yeah, I don't want to burden the computer because I wanted to get the software open. um but and I'm taking this off screen. Whoops, see, not responding. Yeah, it's eating up too much resource, and I'm trying to get that software open. Yeah, you know what, I even try to stream out my startup so that I don't have to contend with all these things opening up. We even going to make the market open today? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh yeah, we got time. We got time. We've got 40 minutes at least. I mean, everything that's running in the background really is not even drawing any energy. It's the trading software and the OBS. I mean, they even tried designating ports. But we're coming up shortly. We may make the market open, ladies and gentlemen. Any other questions? Click more details. Never mind, connection seems fine. Yeah, it's going to go back and forth, man. It's going to go back and forth. It's probably bad by the time I even got that response. Am I being too quiet? Never mind, it's fine. Any questions? No questions? Just hanging out, waiting for the market to come around? It's really just the burden of the OBS and the trading software. I mean, even my mouse is ridiculously slow. Zach, are you set up now for paper trading? Yeah, that'd be nice if you can take some trades with it. Wow, charts are still. Oh my goodness, crashed again. Hmm. 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 And it's not running. All right, let's have another go at it, shall we? A paper trading platform. Um, if you the problem that it seems like everybody is experiencing is that unless they have a live account, even their paper trading is delayed. So you could look at it and you can play with it, but you need to deposit something and you're going to have to pay for the data. But if you can deposit a few bucks in an account and leave it sitting there, Trade Station or Think or Swim, which I think is in Ameritrade and I don't know what Trade Station is. What you're looking at on the screen, I use NT8, Ninja Trader 8, and I like the charting software on there. So you can open up a Ninja Trader 8 account, because it's just a software and it's about ticks, and but you will have to pay for the data. It's not really too inhibiting the cost. And this is a business you make an investment in. But I think you could probably do it for you could take the cheapest uh, um, divided by three. Um, you could take the cheapest platform because how they graduate it is the discount on the ticket charges. So you could take Ninja, the basic Ninja software, which the software is free. You could download it, and again, you can get delayed information for free. And then just take their cheapest option, which I think it might be a monthly, and I think it's under $60 a month. I'm not certain. And you don't have to worry about depositing funds or setting up an account or anything. It's just market data, and you could trade that way. Um, if you already have a Charles Schwab account, you can be set up. Yeah, Charles Schwab has paper trading accounts, and they have no fee if you already have an account. So that's nice and cheap. Hey, 7 people, 5 likes. I appreciate it, man. I know that this is frustrating and it's tedious with all the technological glitches I've been having over the past few days. We had like 2 really good days, and then yeah, a debacle. But again, we're working feverishly to change all that. Um, and yeah, we're trying to get the software up. And I know if I close the OBS studio, I'm going to get the software up. But yeah, that's accounting for like 21% of my CPU, and then yeah, the trading software is probably another 25%. So with everything else, it's just overburdening my CPU. What a drag, what a drag. So anyway, those are my. I use Power E-Trade for paper trading. Still learning how to set it up. Others have recommended Thinkorswim and NinjaTrader. Yeah, isn't E-Trade TradeStation? Yeah, there's a delay to the charts. Yeah, so you could follow me and then execute it yourself when you see it trigger. Although there's a delay to the site, so I'm probably right in line with your charts. We shall see. Here we go. It's trying to come up again. We shall see. Looks like I got everything closed. That should be closed. I'm going to get out of this because this is even drawing a little. Oh, I really thought I would have had a better experience today, but apparently not. Oh, and we have 27 minutes to the market open. Let's see if we can make it. Oh, I don't know what's that. That's producing. 8 viewers. Hey, if you just joined me, hit the stream, hit the like, hit the bell. I appreciate you joining me. We are suffering from technical difficulties. Hopefully we can get this squared out and get it running. Actually, I think it's self-induced. If I didn't touch the computers this morning, we probably would be okay. I wonder if I drop one screen, if it'll work out. I'm like afraid to touch anything. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to get rid of one screen. So everybody hope and pray. Oh, I can't even find a mouse anymore. I'm crashed out again. Am I streaming? Yeah, the OBS is working. I see that. Okay. You guys are going to start seeing some real weird stuff for a minute. Yeah, I think I might have figured out what part of the burden was. Oh, congratulations there, Zach Attack. A job as a lifeguard. That's a good job. You're going to be so popular. Oh, I think I might have figured out the problem. Yeah, I think we got this now, ladies and gentlemen. Can't find my OBS though. All right. Yep, we're okay. We're transmitting. How's the sound? That's cool, man. They're desperate for lifeguards around here. Hey, Anthony, did we see you this morning? Still waking up. How about that coffee? Okay. I see where we went awry. You know what? I put a bigger monitor on a couple of days ago to try to get you, whoops, try to get you guys a good image. And oh, come on, get out of there. Oh yeah. And I think that was too much of a burden because now I'm getting a good stream and somewhat responsive charts. I think everything's still opening up a little bit, so it's causing a little problem. Mm-mm-mm. All right, we got 9 minutes till the market opens, and let's see what is going on in the world. Of CNBC. No, we're starting a whole new thing now. Now my charting software is going on and off. Just rolled out of bed. Anthony, living a good life. Stay hydrated. Sound seems good. Yeah, yeah. The stream is right. So, I mean, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but like I said, I just dropped that big monitor that I had everything on, and I'm just using my smaller monitors, and maybe that was just too burdensome on this thing for the time being. Oh no, there it goes. Just dropped off. Well, I guess one can dream. Yeah, I'm not even getting data now. Man, this is just atrocious. I might as well be on the boat. Nope. Okay, I'm up again, but my stream is poor. That's going to be distracting. All right, the S&P's up at 8.5. The Dow is up 100, and the Nasdaq's up 16. Really, nothing going on. Treasuries are down, and really that's really what's going on. So I'd say there's a little bullish bias to the market. There's really no news as a catalyst, so we're probably just going to get an inside day, and an inside day just means that the daily bar will probably move inside the parameters of inside the high and low of the previous day's bar. I'm just getting my charting software is now connecting and disconnecting. All right, staying up for the time being, but we have poor upload stream. So we're just waiting for the market to open, see what's going on with it. Market's probably going to open up about 8 points or maybe flat. So if you just joined us, we did our morning meeting. We're kind of neutral on the day with a slight bull bias. Um, if that lady was out there looking at that AMC trade again, or whoever that was, just hit me up and I could run through it now that the charts are up. But like I said before, worried about the position. If it trades off and we see a 32 low, that's pretty common. We're expecting it to fill that gap. At that point, then we start looking at it. Hopefully, everybody gets comfortable when that gap fills. Because just understand, if I see the gap, everybody sees the gap, and professional traders see the gap, and that's their target. That would be their entry point at that gap. So you know, we just want to see that gap fill. You know, um, I mean the short squeeze play is there, and the buying power is behind it. If the Reddit community is still behind it. Um, Yeah, no, he's not a financial advisor. You know, he's a promoter. He's promoting the stock. He's got his money in it. He wants that buying power. I mean, that's what this is about. This is about everybody getting into it, buying it, and pushing it up. Hedge funds, market manipulation. I mean, it's easy for people to throw cliches around, but again, this is one of the most regulated industries in the country, and they've been doing it since 1936, the SEC. Um, and that's why it was created, because then there was genuine market manipulation. So the chances that that happens, I mean, there, like I always say, there are always bad plays in the game. But you got to realize that the hedge funds are not making a living on this AMC trade, right? They do this for a living. They are not compromising their business for a situation that they already knew was a risk when they got involved in shorting it. They're professionals. Just like we have the conversation of, I take this short, I accept my risk, or I take this long, I take this position, I take this trade, I accept my risk. We put our stops in, we know what our risks are. So, yeah, you know, it's not like this is new either. You know what I mean? I mean, larger hedge funds have been squeezing shorts of smaller hedge funds since the time shorts were created. You know, if a small BD has a short position and a larger BD knows, or broker dealer, larger firm knows that a smaller firm has a short position and they have the buying power, they can go in and put the squeeze on this guy. There's nothing new to this. I mean, these guys like to pretend that this is all a new concept, but this is the nature of the business. This is what happens. So Reddit organized all these buyers. They're putting a squeeze on the short. I mean, there's nothing new here. The hedge fund is not going to compromise their careers by market manipulation just to save this one position. You know, the guy, it's not working. That's all that's happening. It's not working fast enough for Matt. And so he's getting a little uncomfortable. But right now, there's really nothing wrong with the position. I'm not worried. I mean, I'm not in the play, and so I'm really not worried. But you know, as far as looking at the stock, it's not telling me anything yet. It is in a downward pattern, and it can develop a downward pattern, and it may very well pop up a little bit from here and then continue its march down, and continue its downtrend. The biggest problem would be if everybody who went long to squeeze the short um, lost faith in it and started closing their positions. And then the algorithms and the shorters will sense that and really start nailing this thing and trying to push it down, push it down, push it down. But that's what the market is. That's what every bar in the market is. It's a fight between the bears and the bulls, and that's what's going on here. Dave, you are now or at one point in life someone who could legally give financial advice. Is there a license of any kind for that? Um, yeah, you can get a financial advisor's license, or you can get a broker's license, a Series 7. Yeah, a Series 7 works on commission, and a financial advisor is more of a money manager. And I mean, as far as exciting, it's more exciting being a broker. But as far as stress management, you're more like an accountant if you're a financial advisor. But yeah, that's what they do. They give it financial advice. And what you're getting spewed to you over the internet is not financial advice. Buy this stock, sell that stock. That's not financial advice. What I'm doing here and trading has nothing to do with what you would do as a financial advisor. As a blah, blah, as a financial advisor, you take into account all of an individual's life situations, financial standing, and life goals. So you got to look at their family's assets, where they're going, and you decide on a business plan for how somebody invests their money or utilizes their money. And none of that is going on the internet. That's not what's happening. So I mean, everybody should beware. AMC is not an investment. Um, it's a crapshoot, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's even a place for that in your portfolio. It's just at the very bottom, at the most speculative situation. Because even when I take a trade on how, what time is it? Okay, we got 10 minutes. Even when I take a trade, on how I take a trade, it's thought out. There's a game plan, there's a reason, and there's cause and effect. Over here, we're hoping that with AMC, I'm over here, I'm like pointing to my screen. That's pretty funny, huh? With AMC, we're hoping that something happens. We're hoping that people transact and purchase and keep faith, and uh, they could organize this. It's like collective bargaining. They have to organize this purchase and get everybody to buy in to squeeze out these hedge funds. The problem is the hedge funds already organized. I mean, the money is already isolated and earmarked for this play. So they're already intense and focused, and you're trying to get a lot of different people to do this. Although if you get a lot of people to go long this security, it's a lot of buying power could push it up. Series 7. I looked that up. Do you know what you have to do to qualify for that? Yeah. Um, Actually, you need to join a brokerage firm, and a brokerage firm has to sponsor you to get a Series 7. And it's really not difficult, man. I mean, you could do a Charles Schwab or what have you. You could go to a smaller name boutique firm and work as an apprentice. They sponsor you for the exam. Upon information and belief, the exam is 265 questions. I mean, I took it years and years and years ago. It's about a 6 hour exam. And it's pretty intense, but it's pretty interesting. And a lot of the things I'm talking about now are things you'd have to learn. It has nothing to do with making money in the market, but it's all rules and regulations and things of that nature. So yeah, you need to be associated with a brokerage firm, get sponsorship, and then you take the exam with FINRA. I may say the NASD, but yeah, it rolled over from the NASD into FINRA shortly before I left the industry. So it's the same organization, but FINRA is the organization, and they sponsor the test, and then they used to contract out to Proctor testing centers. So there are testing centers all over the country that you could take the 7. But your best bet would be go work for a brokerage firm. Start as an apprentice, see what path you want to take. May want to be a financial advisor as opposed to a broker. You may not need the 7. There may be another license that you could do. Um, you believe in. I think with AMC, if you believe in the squeeze, buy, hold, and wait and see what happens. Yeah, that's what my point is too, man. Don't bet the ranch on this. You shouldn't have the kids' college money in this. You know, this should be money that you wouldn't mind taking to Atlantic City and playing with. So you throw that money out there, you forget about it, and you see what happens. Um, Yeah, the hype in the YouTubers. That's promoting, and I went through that yesterday. I mean, I used to see that, and people used to hit you facts all the time. You get faxes of all these stocks that you should buy, and yeah, they were promoters. Everybody's promoted. They call trading desks and try to create buzz and rumors and things of that nature, and that's what's going on right now. The seven, yeah, it's not easy. A lot of guys, it takes a long time to pass it. Um, I think I studied for about a month and I got an 87, which, um, in my experience, that's pretty good. All you need is a 70. Yeah, yeah, that's why. Yeah, this isn't a way of making living, that AMC, Tommy. That's not how you make a living. Um, and again, you don't need thousands of stocks. You just need one good stock that has a lot of movement. It's not an investment, right? We don't care if the stock goes up or down. We just care that it goes and that we're in it when it goes. So we find things that have momentum, have movement, and we take advantage of that. Well, I just noticed Amazon at the close took off 10 points. I mean, there's no trade there. I wouldn't enter a trade that late in the day, but I'm looking at yesterday's chart and it's up. All right, we got 5 minutes till the party starts. We got a good stream and my software is not kicking out on me. Something must be wrong. Okay, it was definitely the burden of that big monitor. So I shut that down. We'll just limit what we're looking at. I was trying to keep AMC on the screen because I know people have an interest in it. But if anybody wants to talk about any securities, just let me know. I can pull them up over here. Right now, AMC's up $1.50. I don't think this is the turnaround day, but who's to say, eh? CLOV is up 16 cents. I think everybody, and if you look at the CLOV chart, it's doing the same thing that the AMC chart did. It has that gap up. It's turned around. It filled the gap. And let's see what it looks like after it fills that gap. That's where the question is. And what is Bloodbath doing to us over here? 1489 on Blackberry. And you know what? I even threw something in and I'm just like disgusted. Yeah, it's just boring. Boring. I got to look at this thing. I think I'm just going to wrap it up and say goodbye. And it's just not my style, man. Doesn't fit my personality. Yeah, that's scary stuff, man. You know why they put their and they're going after our this industry, the lawyers. But they put their life savings in it because the news always publicizes these few guys that change their life by getting involved in AMC. Just like cryptocurrency. You sound fantastic, David. I am fantastic, Kerry. Thanks for noticing. Um, so they advertise this stuff. The media pumps it out. I hear about these crypto kids, like these hoodie looking kids who are hanging out with their cult 45 and they're worth millions. Hey, God bless them. I'm glad they got lucky and I hope that it sets them on a path of a very fulfilling life. And yeah, I love to see that happen, but it stirs a false hope in people and it encourages people to make mistakes. And the few people that make a fortune in AMC, and I know one dude who's very close to me who got involved with AMC and walked away with a load of money and was smart about it. I mean, I think he has maybe a couple of shares left, and he's just doing it just to keep an eye on it. But he took advantage of what happened to him and now he's diverting those funds into something that's more conservative long term and a little more intelligent in the investing. So I'm just setting something up. I'm sorry. So I mean that's how you do it. If you get lucky, get away. I'm looking at the 21s. I'm sorry, one second. So SENS is going to be a good long. Dave, on the AMC hype, how does one know that hedge funds have covered their shorts and now is the time to sell? Um, Amit, hello, Amit. Hey, do me a favor, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. But how do you know? You know what? There are SEC filings. Shorts are very are controlled and tracked. There are short position reportings every night to the markets, to the exchange. I'm sure those reports are public. It's really been some time since I went out and dug into what the short position is in a security. I know that some platforms like Charles Schwab and things like that under the financials, you could see what short positions are. But if you dig around, Amit Gupta, that's a great name, by the way. If you dig around, you're going to be able to find that information. There's no sleight of hand in shorts. There's no mystery. Oh, here we go. The markets are open. Whoa, look at that. And we're up 7 points. All right, that's kind of flat, to tell you the truth. But it's got some energy. Let's see what the markets do. There's a little gap behind us. We might turn around and fill the gap. Everybody's looking at my 30-minute, right? Yep, we're looking at the 30-minute. And the composite opens up only 10 points. Nothing encouraging, really. The Reuters is up 10. The Russell, rather, 2000 is up 10. And SPX only up 5. The Dow's up 84. Yeah, it's a really easy opening. So, Gupta, if you dig into it, you're going to be able to find that information. Yeah, you bet. Oh, at Zank. What'd you tell him, Zank? From my knowledge, there's still millions of shares to be returned by them. Yeah. Okay. So in that too, you got to understand that the market makers' positions are in that too. So yeah, that's kind of yeah, you should dig into it, but generally, yeah, that's the case. But it's enough to know that there's a large short position out there, and once they start closing, it's going to create a lot of buying power and pull it up. And that's what the play is. But just understand that as that stock rockets up, those shorters haven't lost faith that this is a short. They're going to come in and they're going to fade that move up and try to short it. All right, Amazon is pulling back, and we're already negative again on Amazon. Tesla's negative. BlackBerry's not doing a damn thing. I want to call that thing. How do I call that? All right, I'm just well, I'll deal with that at lunchtime. How about that? Oh, S&P is breaking the. Oh no, it's not breaking the high. So the momentum looks good. What does our hourly momentum look like? Ding, 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 ding. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try to get fancy with you guys so we can jump over to our hourly chart. I hope. Um, I made 10K off of AMC and took it out when it started to dump. Um, Yeah, that's good. Well, that's good. I mean, you could have left a little piece in and made a little money. Let's see. Dave getting fancy with the software, which may not be a good idea. Okay, it's not. Oh, I see. Okay, let's see. Do like that. Do like that. All right. Oh, there you go. Why is it kicking out over here? Um, That's pretty interesting. Okay, you should be looking at my long-term charts right here. Oh, and we're heading up and trying to test that high. But here we're looking at the 60-minute. Can't really do anything about it. There's really nothing going on. I do believe that we may make a move based on what this 60-minute chart looks like. We may make a move to test this high of yesterday, which would be a nice move. If you look at our momentum, I mean, it's still very early in the game, but it looks like it's very bullish and pushing up. I don't think we're going to do it in one bar, but we're testing the high of today, and on the 30-second chart, we have a lot of bullish momentum. See, this is why I want